Hallo Deutschlerner, I'm Herr Antrim, and today I'm going to help you to prepare for one of the most important exams for German learners who want to study in Germany, the TestDaF. This is exactly the same exam that I had to take when I applied to a German university for my online master's degree. And let me tell you, it was not easy. In fact, I had to take it twice. The university that I was applying to required me to get at least a 5 in 2 of the sections and at least a 4 in the other 2. The first time that I took this test, I got all 4s, and although this would have been good enough to get me into most universities, I didn't meet the requirements for the specific program that I wanted to join. The second time that I took it, I managed to get 2 5s and 2 4s, which is exactly what I needed to get in. So I've been where you are. I know how stressful it can be, and I want to give you the best chance to succeed. Let's start with the basics. The TestDaF, short for Test Deutsch als Fremdsprache, is one of the main ways that non-native German speakers can prove that they have the language skills necessary to study at a German university. There are 2 accepted tests for this, the DSH and the TestDaF. The DSH is only offered in Germany, so if you're not already there, it's probably not the best option. That's why I chose the TestDaF. I drove 4 hours to Chicago to take it at the Goethe Institute. Before I invested the time and money to take the exam, I made sure that I knew what to expect and did some preparation. I hadn't taken a formal test since I graduated with a bachelor's degree in 2009, so I had to brush up. The digital TestDaF is broken up into 4 sections: reading, listening, writing, and speaking, in that order. Let's break down what each section looks like and how you can prepare for them. Reading, or lesen. You'll get 3 texts with a total of 30 questions, and you have 60 minutes to complete them. The types of questions include multiple choice, sentence matching, ordering paragraphs, and identifying errors in summaries. You'll need to manage your time carefully and read with a purpose. Look for keywords and structural clues. Listening, or hören. You'll listen to 3 different types of audio: dialogues, interviews, and lectures, with 25 questions in total. You'll have 40 minutes. Some questions are multiple choice, others require short answers or assigning statements to speakers. Practice listening for main ideas, opinions, and specific details. And remember, you only hear the audio once. Writing, schreiben. This section is 60 minutes long and has 2 parts. The first one you'll write an argumentative essay at least 200 words long. Then you'll summarize information from a short text and a graphic in about 100 to 150 words. Practice structuring your thoughts clearly, use connectors, and keep your grammar clean and consistent. Speaking, sprechen. You'll complete 7 speaking tasks in 35 minutes. These range from giving advice, weighing options, summarizing a text, giving your opinion, and even presenting a short talk. Each task has a strict time limit. For example, you might have 30 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to speak. The test runs automatically. You can't pause, skip, or redo anything. It's all timed and recorded. Now that you know what the test is going to be like, here's my advice for preparing for the exam. Use the official TestDaF practice materials on the TestDaF website. You can find sample tasks and audio online at testdaf.de. There's also a great training course through Deutsch Uni online, or Duo, if you have the extra time and the money to put towards that. While I personally did not do this course, I feel pretty confident recommending it considering it's on the TestDaF website and they recommend it, and they're the people who made the test. Simulate the timing of the exams when you use the practice tests. If you're going to do one portion of the exam, set aside 3 hours and just do the whole exam exactly as the instructions say on the TestDaF website. The reading section takes 60 minutes. There is a 10-minute break between the reading and listening sections. The listening section is 40 minutes. Then there is a 30-minute to 60-minute break between the listening and writing sections. The writing session lasts 60 minutes, and there's another 10-minute break between writing and speaking, and then the speaking section lasts 35 minutes. Use your break times like you would during the actual test day. You can't use your phone or read a book during a break. You can get a snack, use the restroom, or talk to some of the other test participants, or as I did during the 10-minute breaks, close your eyes and just clear your mind so that you're refreshed for the next portion of the test. Don't check your answers with the answer key until you are completely done with the entire exam. You won't be able to do this during the exam, so it won't make any sense for you to do it during your practice. You may think it's difficult to rate your own work on writing and speaking portions, but it's pretty easy with the rubrics that they provide, and in my experience, they are pretty accurate. On the day of the exam, I had a 4-hour drive to Chicago before I took the exam. I listened to German content the entire way there. Once I got to the testing facility, everyone that I spoke to was speaking in German from the time that I entered the building until we completed the exam. This helps to switch your brain into German mode. It will be a lot easier for you if you put your brain in German mode at the beginning of the day and don't switch languages until you're done with the exam. I know this isn't always an option, but if you can do this, definitely do this. The TestDaF isn't just about knowing German. It's about performing under pressure. I've been there. I had to take it twice because the first time I didn't really know what to expect and my test-taking skills were incredibly rusty. But you can learn from my experience and be better prepared. The first time I took the exam, I didn't do much preparation. I had just assumed that I knew German and I could answer whatever they threw at me. I needed to look into it more. The second time that I took the TestDaF was only 3 months after the first time. I didn't expand my German skills that much in those 3 months. I did, however, know what to expect, and I used the practice exams this time. I even had a friend help me practice the speaking portion and rate what they thought I would score based on the rubrics given. In my opinion, if you think you're ready to take the TestDaF, you are likely correct with regards to your German skills. Where you may need to prepare a little bit more is the test taking. Du kannst das schaffen. Ich glaube an dich. If you want more tips for German learning, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and check out the links in the description for helpful resources. Good luck with your test preparation. Du schaffst das.